Hello, my name is Michele, and today I want to show you how you can debug an application that you are developing, for example, with Android Studio, using an Anbox Cloud instance as target device. Let's start from the prerequisites. In addition to Android Studio, here I have the Anbox Cloud appliance Snap installed locally on my laptop, which is running Ubuntu 24.04, and the Anbox Connect Snap. There are different ways to deploy Anbox Cloud, and you don't need to run it locally. You can run it, as the name suggests, in the cloud. So feel free to check our documentation linked in the video description if you want to know more. Then, what you see here is the Anbox Cloud dashboard, our web UI, to manage Anbox Cloud instances. And for this demo, we are going to use a feature that in the dashboard we call Connect ADB. In this demo, we'll create an ADB share from the dashboard, but you can also do the same thing with the CLI. Okay, let's see what this is about. We have our dummy creating application in Android Studio that one can easily create by going File, New Project, and you choose, for example, empty activity as a template, and it will create this application that we have here, which is just an empty activity with some creating text inside. Okay, let's see how we can use ConnectADB to launch this application in one running instance of Anbox Cloud. Let's move back to the Anbox dashboard and let's create and start an instance. The instance has been created and started. Now we need to give it a few seconds to all become running, and then we will be able to use this ConnectADB feature that is. Let's wait a few seconds so that the instance becomes running. Okay, now the instance is running and we can click Connect ADB button. As you can see, when you have not created an ADB share yet, and that's because we have just created the instance, you will see this pop up with some explanations, informing you that this is a security critical feature. So once you authorize access, anyone with the URL that gets generated can connect to this instance via ADB. Okay, let's authorize it. And this will make us land on a side panel with a list of ADB shares for this instance. The one we just created is here. It gets created with a default description and a default duration of 12 hours that you can easily extend by 12 hours, or you can edit all together from the edit form where you can edit also these. And then you can also add a new share from here. Let's name it new share. You can search over shares by the share description. So this will match the text in the share description. And finally, you can delete an ADB share that you don't need anymore. Okay. Now back to our goal. We want to use this ADB share to launch and debug our Android Studio application. So as instructed here, we need to click on this button, and this will toggle the visibility of the Anbox Connect command that we need to copy paste in a terminal window. So let's do that. This is telling us that the certificate is not signed by a trusted authority. So we need to explicitly select yes to proceed. And now we have authorized the access to our Anbox Cloud instance over ADB. As written here, it's very crucial to keep this process running. So don't interrupt it. And let's move to another terminal tab where we will copy paste the command shown here. Okay, with this, I have managed to connect to the Anbox Cloud instance via ADB, just like it was a physical device plugged to my machine. You can easily verify that by running ADB devices and see that there is this device attached, which is exactly the one that our Anbox Connect command provides. Let's move back to the dashboard now. We can close the panel and open the stream page for the instance. Okay, so this is our Android virtual device where we are going to launch the app that we are developing in Android. Let's put our windows side by side. And as you can see, our Anbox instance is showing as Canonical Anbox in the list of available ADV devices. And in the applications list, our greeting application is not installed yet. So let's launch it from Android Studio. Run up, and you will see that it will appear here and it will launch. Perfect. Okay. It gets automatically launched. This is exactly the same behavior that you will experience when you do the same thing, but with a real device or even with the default Android Studio emulator. Now, let's try to make a small change in our greeting text. For example, let's remove this part here, and we can launch the game, and we will see that our change is applied. Here we go. There is no, my name is Michael here anymore. Our change was applied. Okay, that's all for this demonstration. I hope this was useful for you. And if you have any questions, doubts, or feedback, check the links in the video description to reach out to us.